America. I'm Hugh Hewitt. I was so happy to see the Electronic Payments Coalition back as my sponsor because, I love these guys. GuardYourCard.com, maybe the most effective slogan I've heard in years. Richard Hunt is the executive director of the GuardYourCard.com effort with the electronic payments. Richard, I got to tell you a story. I was out on the
I
campaign
want to
trail
hear
with
it.
Bernie Moreno. Dr. Marshall showed up from Kansas. And I took him aside and I said, "Take your hands off my card. I like my points." He said, "Oh, no, it's not what you think." I said, "No, really, just leave it alone. What are you doing?" So how goes the effort to save consumers their points?
Yeah, look, here we go. Dick Durbin, once again, we'll have a hearing next week. Look, as you know, Dick Durbin has lost his gavel of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He and Roger Marshall are going to have one last attempt in December. They're going to try and attach their bill onto the CR as our guess, since they cannot get the votes. Next year, they're going to try one last time to do it. Look, we've been calling this the Dick Durbin, Roger Marshall political retribution tour. If you oppose his piece of legislation, they're going to stick the United States government after you. Hugh, the Department of Justice, Department of Transportation, Elizabeth Warren's CFPB have all gone after credit cards, all because we oppose his bill. This has got to stop. We feel very good about where we are, but look, Dick Durbin, Roger Marshall are going to try one more time this year to try and have price controls and have the United States government in control of your credit card. We saw what happened in 2010 on debit cards. They did price controls on debit cards, and you know what happened? Kiss your reward points goodbye on debit cards, and now they're trying to do the same thing on credit cards.
Now, I got to tell you, Richard, I like Dr. Marshall a lot. Right? He's a good guy, but he's just wrong. There's a difference between rotten and wrong. Durbin's both,
Right.
and Marshall's just wrong. So I took aside key staffer for Senator Marshall. I said, "What are you guys up to? This is nuts." He said, "Oh, they just oversell it. Nothing happened when Europe did this." And I said, "I don't care about Europe. Just leave the market alone." What is their answer to that?
Yeah, look, community banks, credit unions, large banks, airlines, airports, small businesses, millions of small businesses are on our side. They're doing the bidding of Kroger and Walmart and Target. That's the bottom line. Target and Walmart don't like to have to pay for a service they get from taking a credit card. Look, when I go to Walmart and I buy a gallon of milk or I get my tires changed, I expect to pay for that service. Here is the credit card, which is the envy of the world, which is safe and secure, free of fraud. It's a service we provide to Walmart and to Target. They don't want to pay for it. That's the bottom line. They're trying to save a penny. But look, you're a national security guy. We move heaven and earth to make sure your transaction is safe from fraud. If it goes to a less secure network system, you know what is going to happen. Your credit card will not be nearly as safe or secure.
Now, does it matter who wins the Senate majority today? I can't, Dr. Marshall, I didn't have enough time. I'm going to persuade him. This is just poison. It's poison for the conservative movement because it's anti-free market and anti-choice, and it hits people in their points. And I don't know why Dr. Marshall's involved, but I'm going to go whoever wins. I know these guys. I'm going to say, kill this bill. Do you think you've got all three of them on your side?
I think all three of those people are against the government control of the payment system. They're against the government being weaponized against American companies. Those three, I know that for sure. We'll see what happens today, but the Republican Party, I know, and even many Democrats are against the United States government controlling our payment system.
Amen. GuardYourCard.com. I think I've asked you this before, Richard. Who came up with that? Because that's maybe the best slogan to stop a bill I've ever heard, GuardYourCard.com.
Oh, look, it's a great team effort to do that because it is so important that you guard your card against the United States government, against Dick Durbin, and against Roger Marshall's efforts. We've had millions of letters go into the United States Congress telling senators, especially, hands off my wallet through the Guard Your Card campaign.
And, I just think it's the easiest argument. I made it to him in like 1 minute. I said, nobody I know asked for this. Nobody I know wants their points messed around with. Nobody I know asks the government to come in and change anything. Why are Republicans doing this? And I think you will win, Richard Hunt. And the lame duck is a dangerous time, right? It's a dangerous time.
Yeah, it is. Look, we have bipartisan opposition. And you have to remember, Hugh, millions of Americans are about to use their points to go home and see their loved ones for the holidays. 15 million people last year used their cards, their reward points to go home. And the most valuable feature to many Americans are cash back. People want to use their cash back around the holiday season to pay for the great gifts they want to give to their children and to their parents. So why would you want to have a bill that would get rid of reward points, get rid of cash back? You know how high grocery prices are today. You know how high gasoline prices are today. So we have to make sure we can do everything we can to make sure consumers of all income can take advantage of the points and the cashback rewards they have accumulated.
Guardyourcard.com. And if you know Dick Durbin's involved, you know it's a bad idea. You know, there's a story today that he's too old to handle judiciary and they want to get him out. It's just Dick Durbin's been there since dirt. And he's got bad idea after bad idea. This is the worst. Guardyourcard.com, guardyourcard.com. Richard, thank you, my friend. I do it for free, but don't tell the network. All right? I really would. I hate this bill. Thank you, my friend. Thank you all for listening. Go to my YouTube channel and sign up for it. Listen to my podcast today. Go